Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jackson looking to throw right away. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this. And I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Jackson now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Come on, come on. Set.
Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
2nd and 13.
Touchdown, Bills! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. Two heavyweights in the NFL. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 65 cats, 65 cats. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
A 7-yard pick.
Viking 18.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cowboy 80.
5-yard line.
Now back to throw. Out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second and 10.
Hey, middle. Report. Hey, Ozzie, sit up. 180. That's it. Hey. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
70 Lions. Trap 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Tempo. Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Let's go.
Now Jackson on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ready?
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Panther 60.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's the give to McIntosh.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Yo. We changed it. Car Hill. 13.
Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And in for the Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. They turn. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
AC Cardinal.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
19 Lions. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, here's Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was covered by Kaiir Elam.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Jackson. Touchdown! Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Hey, middle.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get three to add on even more to their lead.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
79 Broncos. Street. Go.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now he's loose again. He may go. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
Just a gain of a couple there. and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with McIntosh.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game.
Touchdown, Bills! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Jackson will throw again.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 2nd down.
Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Ravens 19. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
You change it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Jackson on first down.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That is caught.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
With 207 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
A 2-yard gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Check, Bobcat. Dragon 60. Go check. Let's go. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Turnover on down.
Hey, report. Report. Middle. No, we changed it.
Jackson now.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is